Welcome to highlights for the CUPRA Simracing series from the legendary Hockenheim ring. We returned to the sprint format, which saw Haase on pole position for the first race. A solid start from the outside line gives Haase a clear run into turn 1. Banky dropped to third behind Lerner. Dorneden threw it down the inside at the hairpin and gained positions through contact with second placed Lerner, which allowed Banky back into second and Dorneden to third. Lerner would eventually drop to fifth behind Baldi. Banky would make a clean move at the hairpin on Haase, who didn't fight initially but carried the momentum around the outside of the corner. Into the stadium section, Haase would hang it around the outside for the inside for the next corner, but Banky would gather the momentum and take the lead. Keithley would make contact at the hairpin, really scattering the pack and allowing the top two to clear off. Gogo Baldi would receive a slowdown penalty at turn 1. This would drop him all the way to 7th. Contact at the hairpin fired Brzezinski into the ball and towards the pack. Somehow he slotted a gap in the middle of them, but Lerner and Dorneden ran wide and Keithley went up to third. At the front though, Haase kept the pressure on all race, but Banky would take the victory. Kuba Brzezinski would have recovered to 10th and thus reversed onto the pole. This time Dorneden had a good start and got second, whilst Brzezinski clears off into the distance. Banky had an awful start to the race, and after contact with Barner, he was down in 20th position. Lerner gained a position at the hairpin. Whilst Keithley was going for a move, he clipped the back and half-spun Baldi, costing him 3 places. Keithley would dive back down the inside and get by Noj. Noj also fell behind Haase. Honzik got a good run on Benedek for third. A little rubbing from Honzik opens the door for Lerner. Then Keithley dives in his teammate into the Sachs curve and pinches Benedek. Benedek drops a further position to Haase in the second to last corner as well. This going on allowed Brzezinski and Dorneden to pull away. Dorneden goes around the outside of the hairpin to take the lead. Brzezinski tried a cut back, but it was mistimed and Dorneden holds the lead. At turn 7, Keithley and Haase make contact on the apex. This pushed the pair very wide. Then Haase misses his braking point and avoids a huge crash. This mistake drops him to 7th though. Into the Sachs curve, Kuba goes for a lunge and takes the lead. An audacious pass at the final corner puts Honzik ahead of Keithley. At the lead, Dorneden would go around the outside of Brzezinski for the lead, and then on the final lap, Brzezinski would get back down the inside and retake the lead, which would translate itself into a victory ahead of Dorneden. Things tightening up at the top as Alexander Dorneden leads on 376 points ahead of Banky, Lerner and Noj. We return to the 60-minute format at Monza next time, and we'll see you there.